Have you recently enrolled into credit repair and have not gotten any results? Well, in today's video, I'm going to tell you why that's most likely the case and what you can do to start getting those items deleted. Guys, stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm Credit Coach Q, and I created the first cloud-based software that allows you guys to put your credit repair experience into your own hands, guys. Before we get into the content, guys, I want you guys to go over and like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Our channel is growing. This information and this content is getting to the masses, and we are actually helping families change their financial and credit situation. So, guys, please like and subscribe before we get started. So, guys, in today's video, I have a banger, guys. So, basically, it's a lot of people that's actually starting to get into the do-it-yourself credit repair, and there's a lot of people that's actually opening up new credit repair companies, but the results are slimming down. A lot of companies are not yielding the same results as the old-fashioned ones did, and that can be broken down in a few broken steps, guys. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you guys what those steps is. So let's dive straight into the content, straight into the meat and potatoes. You know how I get down. First and foremost, one of the biggest things why people do not have success with disputing or going into the credit repair process is because they don't understand how eOSCR actually works. So if you're not familiar with eOSCR, eOSCR is the software that generates all of your dispute letters, right? So they are going to basically get all of your dispute letters as they come in and put your dispute letters under a 3-digit code. Now that 3-digit code is going to basically simplify your dispute sequence and process under a certain category, right? So a lot of times why people don't get results is because they don't understand what eOSCR and how eOSCR works. So if you want to yield results from eOSCR, you can't do the traditional templates, and we're going to talk about templates later on in the video. But templates, for instance, is going to come into the eOSCR system, and they're basically going to scan that template. Now, if that template have yielded results before, now that might work initially, but the more you use that template, the less results that you're going to yield from that particular content. I am hoping I'm making sense to you guys. The content that you are using, the plagiarized content that you guys are using, is not going to yield you guys the results. Templates is not going to do. So with that being said, let's dive straight into number two. Number two is going to be templates. Now, templates is going to be one of the biggest killers when it comes to credit repair results, because like I said, if you using templates that have been used before multiple times, those templates have already lost the credibility, power that it has, and sometimes you can be put in a certain digit code or a certain category because you're using those templates, and they're going to put your investigation under the impression that you are not familiar with actually how to use how to do the credit repair process. Now, so you want to stay away from templates, guys. If you are using templates, guys, you have to edit them. You have to actually word it or paraphrase it where it actually sounds like your voice. Guys, add some questions. You can add your own statements. You can add your own personalized voice, like I said, to the actual template, where it's actually going to throw the eOSCR system off and basically put your letter in a category where it sounds genuine. Right? And that's what you always want. You always want your letters to sound genuine, so the investigation can be as genuine as possible, right? Everything about the credit repair process and the credit dispute process is generally automated. So everything is generally automated. So Look at my notes for a second. So 3. Now we already talked about Oscar. We talked about templates, but another thing that could be a big killer is the method of how you're actually disputing. So I'm going to explain that a little better. So you normally, people that's going into the credit repair process, the amateurs, they don't really understand how to strategically dispute the items in particular, right? So they normally get a template online, and they put all of the negative items under that one particular template, and basically hope and wish for the best. Guys, you can do that, and that is a version of disputing, and that's normally what we like to call the verification method. Now, the verification method is basically asking the credit bureaus to verify what's on your credit report. Now, everything on your credit report, as you know, has to be 100% accurate, 100% timely, and 100% verifiable. So you asking them to verify the debt that's on your credit report is always understandable, because the burden of proof is always on the credit bureaus and the creditors, right? So asking them to verify the debt is always up for understanding, because it is backed by the FCRA guidelines for them to actually do that. So anytime that you basically ask them to verify the debt, they have to do that. But the downside to that method is that that's what they do. You probably going to get a response back that they verified the debt. That most of your responses is probably going to say verify, 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 verify. And you don't really want them to only verify the debt. You actually want them to open a legitimate dispute on your case. So we're going to go into number 4, guys. This video is going by fast. So we're gonna go to number 4, and basically that is your strategy, right, guys? So we went into the EOSCAR, understanding how EOSCAR works. Then we went into the templates, not using templates, in using your own voice, guys. See, that's why our software is designed basically at the end of the dispute process to give your own custom tailored voice to your dispute process, guys. Before you print them out, before you send them off, we advise and actually have a section within the software where you have and you add your own content, your own questions, your own voice, your own personal statements to the dispute letter before sending them off, where you can yield not only better results, but you can go into a different 3-digit code where you can basically get a genuine response for your investigation, guys. This has to be strategic, right? It has to be strategic, guys. If you're not being strategic on how you're actually approaching your dispute process, you're not going to get the results that you want. So you can't put on just a big sheet of paper all of your debt and basically ask them to verify, or put it under one template and think that that is going to work. It might work, it might not, but you're not giving yourself the full potential of these investigations if you're using that way. So the best way to dispute in terms of number 4 in strategy is what we like to call the factual dispute. So I'm gonna give you guys a full breakdown on how to do a factual dispute. So basically, a factual dispute is actually finding factual discrepancies that's on the credit report that can basically give you the credibility to having that item removed, right? So like I said, everything on that credit report has to be 100% verifiable, accurate, and timely. So if it's not accurate, they have to remove it legally. So a lot of times what you have to do is basically get all three of your credit reports from the main bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and Transunion. Put them side by side, guys. You want to look at them all. You want to look at all of the debt at one time under all 3 bureaus. Now, once you do that, you want to look for any discrepancy, any mistake, any off letter, anything that can basically prove that the information pertaining to that debt is inaccurate. So if you have 5551 on Equifax and have 3331 on Experian for a particular debt for an account number, then that is terms for you to remove it. At that point, you want to screenshot the discrepancy after you highlight it, and you want to send that particular discrepancy along with the dispute letter, along with your personal statement, with to the credit bureau that's actually reporting that debt, right? So what you want to do is make sure that you are outlining and isolating the debt individually. So if one piece of debt have an incorrect date and another piece of debt has an incorrect account number, you don't want to use the same dispute letters or use the same verbiage for those two negative items, guys. You want to basically tailor each individual dispute, each individual investigation individually, opposed to putting under one umbrella. Doing it individually gives you the better results, especially when you can find that inaccuracies that's on the credit report and show them what the inaccuracies are. That way you guys turn around and get the items removed. Guys, if you guys are finding any value, guys, I want you guys to hit that like button right now, guys, because I'm giving sauce tonight. Tonight I am giving sauce, and I want you guys to not only learn how to repair your credit, but I want you guys to understand how to do it properly, right? I want you guys to go into this militant and come out of it polished, guys. So four would be strategy. Now, guys, I'm going to add a fifth one as well. I wanted to do four, but I'm going to add a fifth one as well. So another main reason why items doesn't get deleted is because they go through so the credit bureau basically pull your information from another third-party credit bureau like LexisNexis. So the Experian or Transunion is not going to have a lot of your debt information. They're going to use a third-party credit bureau to basically get and vet that information through them. But if you can cut off that pipeline with LexisNexis from them actually getting the information and verifying with LexisNexis and then sending you a letter saying that it was verified only because they went to LexisNexis and verified it. Yeah, guys, if you can cut off the pipeline between LexisNexis and the credit bureau that's reporting by basically going on the LexisNexis website and asking for your information to stop being reported and to basically suppress it. Guys, another thing what you want to look for is your personal information. So your addresses, your date of birth, all of that information, make sure that it is accurate. Guys, if you have old addresses, old telephone, old employers, guys, a lot of that debt can be tied with those old entities. So if you have an old address and you put that old address on the application, a lot of times if that address is on your credit report, that's a way for them to verify that that debt is yours. So one of the first things that you want to tackle if you are going to the credit repair space is to remove the personal information. Removing the personal information is going to give you great results because, like I said, it cuts off the verification method on how they can verify the debt, guys. Now, is there anything else? Yes, guys, so you want to make sure that basically you are understanding how EOSCA works. You don't want to only use templates. You want to make sure you have the verbiage from the templates in your personal statement. You want to make sure you're going into it with a strategy. And you also want to make sure that you are removing the personal information, guys. Guys, like I said, if you have any questions or concerns, guys, leave a comment. Let me know why your particular credit repair experience is not working. Maybe I can give you some answer or some value towards your particular situation, guys. I love you guys' comments and you guys' questions and you guys' thoughts behind the channel and behind the content that we bring, guys. Like I said, if you have any questions, if you like the content, if you found any of this information valuable, guys, please like the video. It helps with the algorithm, helps for us to grow. Guys, until next time, take care of yourself and take care of your credit, guys.